The castration of ancient female eunuchs was beyond cruel. Within the heavily guarded walls of the Forbidden City, in addition to the widely known group of male eunuchs, there existed a group of women who endured extraordinary suffering. They were known among the people as female eunuchs. These women endured both physical and psychological torment during the Hongwu reign of the Ming Dynasty. A secret decree issued by the Imperial artisans officepished countless palace maids into a despair deeper than death. Emperor Zhuyanzheng, after discovering palace maids had affairs with guards, was highly suspicious and believed it such liaisons could threaten the empire. He thus issued a secret and brutal order. Some close-serving maids were required to undergo a special punishment known as castration. The cruelty of this process was far beyond common imagination. It wasn't simple corporal punishment, but rather a torture thought completely stripped women of their physiological function and dignity. Victims were first forced to drink a bowl of numbing lung soup, claimed to be a secret formula of Huar-2, but its anesthetic effect was minimal, serving mostly as psychological sedation. Then, specially made wooden hammer was used to strike the victim's lower abdomen violently. With each dull thud, its bones fractured and internal organs were damaged. A sharp iron hook was then inserted into the abdomen, slowly rotated until the female reproductive organs were destroyed. Ming medical scrolls indicate this brutal procedure often caused spinal damage or bowel rupture, with fewer than 20% surviving, many dying from prolonged bleeding or severe infection. The root of such extreme punishmentally in the pathological obsession of the supreme ruler with the purity of the inner palace seemed an extreme desire to control women's bodies. This institutional violence was not unique to the Ashming-da and Hosan Korea. Similar brutal acts were employed using stone mallets to crush maids, pelvises to prevent rivalry for favor. Ancient Rome also recurred a penamel, slaves being tied to temple pillar sand, their organs removed by priests with stone knives as offerings to gods. Whether recorded in Ming, unofficial chronicles, or Hosein, royal records, these chilling accounts from different civilizations point to the horrifying systemic oppression of women under feudal power structures. Even the lucky survivors slaved. Like flickering candles in the wind, their bodies were permanently injured. Wounds never healed, bleeding with slight movement, and they had to lean on walls just to walk. In 1924, when the last eunuch Sun Yoding left the Forbidden City, he mentioned the tragic fate of these palace aunties who suffered in silence. Their blood, tears, and voiceless cries had long seeped into the cracks of palace walls, becoming the most painful part of that dark era. Looking back at this sealed history is not only about revealing things extreme dehumanization by feudal monarchies, but also a warning. Any institutionalized violence in the name of order, purity, or divinity that targets individuals especially women's bodies and dignity is a permanent stain on the history of human civilization. To remember the suffering of these palace women's, not to dwell in sorrow, but to cherish today's hard-won dignity and bodily autonomy, and to stay vigilant against the terrible consequences of power abuse. Their silent sacrificials come the deep motivation bind, our eternal pursuit of equality, dignity, and the right to life. Please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to watch the latest videos. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.